No, I'm not going to a party. I just like looking ridiculous sometimes. Today, I want to talk to you about one of the most memorable Christmases that come to my mind, and probably that of my family. This is somewhere probably between 1974 and 76. I can't remember clearly because I was so young. My family was very poor. We lived up in Monticello, Indiana. My father's a pastor of a church, and there just wasn't a whole lot of money ever. My mother was a creative genius when it came to making meals on a dime for a family of 6 and 7 people. You know, and and she could make them stretch. But that's how we lived. But those are some of the most precious times also. And one particular year, there's some really big blizzards that came through, and everybody was snowed in. And on top of that, we just didn't think we were going to have much of a Christmas. I remember there not really being anything under the tree, and this is not something that my family would have broadcasted. They would not have let anybody know this. But somebody in the church found out, or somebody in the church at least detected it, or kind of picked up on the scent that us kids were not really going to get anything for Christmas. And that Christmas morning, huge boxes showed up in our living room. I remember people coming over, just bringing them in. And that year, we had more gifts than I've ever seen at any other time. It was amazing, truly amazing. And I just remember being such a big deal. And one of the things that I remember getting was the ViewMaster projector. Now, some of you are going to remember this because ViewMasters are still around, but back in the 70s and 80s, they were a huge deal for kids. You had a little handheld projector. You kind of held up to the light to get the background light to go through the picture and see it more clearly. But they actually made a plug-in projector, and you stick in the reels to the top, and you move the pictures one slot at a time. And I thought this was amazing. Like, what would a kid like me be getting one of these for? This is nice. This is really, really nice. I wish I still had one because I really appreciated it that much. It was a huge deal to me. Well, apparently it was a huge deal to my father too, because I was playing with my toys, and I remember at one point going out in the kitchen, and my father and my uncles were playing with my ViewMaster, projecting it against the white refrigerator door. And I remember anybody that came in just stopped and looked at the pictures, and it didn't matter what was on them. It could have been Superman or Batman or any number, maybe nature reels. But I remember that was a really neat thing. I remember my dad being enthralled with that thing. But you know, it was all about seeing something projected, right? And in a lot of aspects, Christmas is about projection, isn't it? We get to show how we feel. We get to cast our feelings and our thoughts about other people in tangible ways, and it lets others know exactly what we think. And and we got to be careful not to be disappointed by the assumed price of a gift, determining what somebody else thinks of us. It's just the fact that people thought of us, right? Other people get to project how they feel about us, and we get to do the same thing to them. And it's very important. It's just a very important um, component of Christmas, the whole giving and projecting. And so, that's it comes in many ways during Christmas time. Kids project to Santa what they want. They write letters and they talk about how good they've been all year. They might have done something bad, but they've done other things that are good too, right? This is what you see in the movies, and we never did that as kids. And we always enjoyed the story of Santa, but we never once believed it was true. But Yeah, but this is what kids commonly do. But back in the 1800s, it was more common for Santa to write letters to the kids and make comments on their behavior through the past year. You know, so Santa got to project how he felt about them. You know, and and you can still do that nowadays. Actually, there are companies that will, for a price, send your kids a letter from Santa, or you can get a phone call from Santa. Yeah. So, it's all about projection. You know, so what I want to emphasize here today in this video is the best gift that you could ever get an adult, probably. You know, kids they want toys, right? They uh they want game systems. They want phones. They want who knows what they want. I mean, growing up, we wanted skateboards and weight sets and stuff like that. All sorts of things. Chin-up bars. That is the stuff I remember. I'm just trying to recall because it's been so long now. But yeah, adults are a little bit different. We might want things, but adults can largely provide for themselves. So, for me, it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference if I get something or not. I enjoy getting things, and it's greatly appreciated, and I show that, and so do you. But there are some things that you can't give yourself. You know what they are? You can't give yourself the respect of others. You can respect yourself, but you can't give yourself the respect of others, the appreciation, the admiration of others. You know. So what this makes me think of is that one of the most wonderful things you could do for someone else is send them a letter, like Santa did back in the 1800s. Send somebody a letter, letting them know how much you love them and respect them, admire them, and tell them why. Be specific. You know, you've always been there for me. You've helped me out a lot. I look up to you because you model this, that, and the other. You're an inspiration. You motivate me to keep on going. Things like that. You know what? Letters like that will touch people down at the very bottom of their soul. And it should be something tangible. I mean, sending something like that in an email might be nice, but getting it in the form of a letter would be even better. Something they can hold on to, something they can cherish and stash away for memory's sake. And I think that it's one of the most beautiful things you could ever do for somebody, because you're giving somebody your heart. You're giving somebody your thoughts. And I know that if somebody did it for me, I could never put a price on that. I could never put a price on that. And that would be something I would always harken back to every Christmas. I would remember that time I got a letter. Now, I'm not asking for a letter from you guys. I'm trying to encourage you to do that for somebody else. If it's not a letter, do it face to face if you can. This is what gift giving is all about. But words are everything. Words are everything. You know, it's really something. Because someone had to think of these things. They had to, it's your words are what tell people who you really are. And when they can get that from you, nothing can replace it. Okay, guys, that's all I want to say about that for today. If you want to know what I have in my beard, I'm not going to spend long on this because I don't want to rob this video of the spirit of Christmas. But if you want to know what I have in my beard, I am actually wearing Husky Beard Grooming Company's Cabin Fever beard oil in my beard. And then after I got through styling my beard, I put their Cabin Fever beard cream in. And this is really nice. So I'll put a description of all that down below. So make sure you look and check. And if you like it, if you think it's for you, you can click on the link and then you can use my code to save yourself some money. So there you go. I do want to give honorable mention and a huge thanks to a man named Bernie for donating to me. It was very, very generous of you, Bernie. I do appreciate it. It's immensely appreciated, actually. So I do want to give you honorable mention. If you want to consider donating to this channel, this endeavor that I have, you may feel free to do so. There's a link for that also, the PayPal link. And you don't have to. And whether you do, whether you don't, I'm going to keep coming back all the time, doing what I can for you guys. And but I enjoy it. It's a work of love. It's a labor of love, as they say. So I do appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next one. Guys, have a safe, happy, and Merry Christmas. And I wish you all the best. Have a great day. Bye bye.